So today I thought it would be a good day to chat about Naval Strike, as it's not actually very far away now. DICE have released an interim date of the end of March for the Naval Strike DLC. So we don't have a confirmed date yet, but it is around sort of just under a month away. And we actually had some high resolution screenshots that were released yesterday to give us an idea of what some of the maps are going to look like. Now those should be rolling down at the bottom of the screen for you now. Naval Strike in a nutshell is a naval based DLC with all of the maps taking place in the South China Sea. Now the four maps we have are Operation Mortar, Nansha Strike, Lost Islands and Wavebreaker. Now with these four maps mainly having sea in them, DICE are bringing back the Carrier Assault game mode, which is basically Titan mode from 2142. Now this is something that everybody had wanted for a long time, and as we know will work extremely well with a naval based DLC. The idea being that each side has its own carrier and the enemy team has to infiltrate that and eventually take it over in order to win the game. Along with those four maps, coming with the premium bundle, you get access to 5 new weapons for the DLC, one of which I will show you in a minute. You also get access to a new vehicle, the hovercraft, which looks absolutely awesome. You must have seen it on the thumbnail for the video. Does look pretty cool. And we also get access to 2 new pieces of equipment, the anti-heli mine, which sounds really confusing and I'm not really sure how that's going to work, and the 3 grenade launcher. And so that covers the basics of Naval Strike. Now, it might sound like a really good DLC, and me personally, I'm really looking forward to this. I like the naval combat that was in Paracel Storm. We saw it at Gamescom, and when it was actually shown off for the first time, it really showed what DICE could do with the map in terms of bringing a whole new element into it. And I really enjoyed the naval warfare on Paracel Storm, so translating across to 4 new maps that are specifically designed for that kind of combat really does suit me quite well. The only problem I do have is that DICE did this in Battlefield 3, where they released the Armoured Kill DLC, which was specifically designed at one set of players that liked playing on massive open maps that concentrated on vehicle warfare. And it didn't work very well for half the community who didn't like that kind of game style. And I can see that happening again with Naval Strike. Paracel Storm is a really good map, and you can play it on Domination Infantry only as well. But it's really not supposed to be an infantry map, the idea being that you either use air vehicles or sea vehicles to get yourself around, move to each island, take flags, or if you're playing Obliteration, to move yourself across the map. And that is a really good thing for me, but for half of the other community who don't like playing that kind of game style, perhaps this is a bit of a wasted DLC. And I don't want to be the guy that says this is a bad DLC before it's even come out, so let me put it the other way round. This is going to be a really good DLC for the Battlefield community because it means that people that like playing sort of vehicle-based combat can flock over to these maps and continue playing that 24/7, whereas the rest of the community can go back over to Second Assault and sit in the halls of Metro all day long. And it means that the community don't sort of have to play maps that they don't want to play. A DLC specifically designed for some people is going to suit them much better and give them maps that they're going to want to play all the time. So maybe by splitting the community between different maps and certain game styles, it will actually end up making the game better, perhaps. But anyway, let me show you the new weapon. Now, this is included in one of the screenshots, and an eagle-eyed man on Reddit noticed it, and then I picked it up from the MP First article, both of which I've linked in the description down below. So this is the new assault rifle that's going to be included in Naval Strike. Now there's a little bit of a debate going on at the moment as to what actually this assault rifle is. Now some people are saying it's the ARX-160 assault rifle with a collapsible stock on it, but there's a kind of a visual bug in the picture where he's holding it via the magazine and there's no trigger for him to fire the weapon. Or it could be the MSBS assault rifle. For me, I really want to see the ARX-160 appear in Naval Strike because the way the collapsible stock works I think would be a really good mechanic for the game. So you could use the ARX-160 with its collapsible stock and it would handle completely differently to if you actually extended the stock and then it would change the stats again. What I'm trying to say is having that collapsible stock on there sort of could change how the weapon performs in the game. And I think that would be a really cool thing to add into Battlefield 4, considering all the customization we already have anyway. Moving back to the vehicle that guy's sitting on very quickly, the hovercraft, this is something that I'm really looking forward to using in Naval Strike. but I do have something that I want to put forward to you guys again. Should the hovercraft be able to be just used on the water, or are we going to be able to use it on the land as well? As you know, we can use hovercrafts on land, so it would make sense that this thing could come out of the water and go up onto some of the islands and sort of drive around on it as well. Is that something that you guys would want to see in Naval Strike? So, overall, I'm really looking forward to Naval Strike. All of the things that have been said so far, including all the maps, everything that we've seen in terms of the screenshots, and the new assault rifle that we could potentially be getting with this DLC, has got me a little bit hyped up. And I didn't think it was going to be the most exciting DLC because Naval Strike, I didn't know whether I was going to like naval combat coming into Battlefield 4, but having played Parasail Storm for quite some time, I'm really liking it, and I'm really looking forward to Naval Strike. But how do you guys feel? I know a lot of people have said already, to me on Twitter at least, that this isn't a DLC they're looking forward to because of the naval aspect. It's very much geared towards one type of player, or a player who likes that kind of game style. So make sure you leave your comments down below today, letting me know whether you're looking forward to Naval Strike 2. And one more thing before I let you go today, I do now have a Platoon for Battlefield 4. There's a link in the description to it, and there's a screenshot on the screen now showing you what we look like. We're nearly full at the moment. The player cap is killing the amount of people that I can actually put in. But if you want to go ahead and apply to be in the Platoon, as soon as DICE raise the cap or remove it completely, I'll just let all you guys in. And it's just going to be an area, again, a bit like what I do with Twitter, where you guys can interact with me. I can post some stuff that I'm working on, maybe the servers that I'm in, and we can all have a good time. So if you want to go ahead and apply, the link's in the description. But anyway, thank you for watching today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave it a like so other people can see the information and have a look at the brand new assault rifle that we could be getting with Naval Strike. And make sure, as I said already, leave your comments down below. But until next time, my name is Westy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.